In today's video, Pat and Chris are taking a trip to Stevensville, Ontario to check out a gem of a music store called Nomads and talk to the owners, John and Bill Filek. It's a different kind of music store that will keep you coming back time and time again. And that's coming up next on Roy Studio Adventures. So get yourself a drink, a snack, and enjoy this video because it's coming up next.
YouTube, World Wide Web, how are you today? Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host for today, Pat Ramondo. You can follow me at Pat's Trippin'. Today we're in Stevensville, Ontario at the very cool Nomad Music, where you can find guitars, used and new records, music accessories, and a whole bunch more. John Filek.
In the house. Very nice to see y'all.
AKA John O'Casters, AKA one half of Stuck Trippin'.
One half.
1/5 of
The Trip.
The Tragically Trip.
That's right.
We're in your music shop.
We are here.
How long have you been here?
Okay, so Bill, my father, bought this building back in 2004, and we operated as a drum case factory, i.e., here's the cases we used to make. So this one in particular is signed by a Mr. Marky Ramone from the band The Ramones. And yeah, that's like pretty much my dad's spiel was back in 1978, he started making these things. And we moved here in 2004 and continued to make these things up until about 2020-ish. And that's when Bill decided to retire and I no longer wanted to make these. So that's why we just kind of hang out here, have a great time, and enjoy music and enjoy having a music store and hanging out with friends. That's what it's about.
Marky.
Mark out.
Let's hit the celebrity swag real quick while we got the Marky Ramone out. Here, Neil Peart staged used drumstick thrown in the crowd. Toronto, 2005. Stevie T's classical guitar. Signed by the Stevie T.
Yeah, the one, the only.
Shout out, Steven.
Shout out, Steve. There's plenty of good stuff to look up here. I mean, we got quite a good run of a little bit of each kind of guitar just to help out with young people starting. We have a lot of entry-level stuff, but there's decent name brands. I mean, you can come in here and find a Fender, but you can also find a Squier, an Epiphone, and maybe one day a Gibson. We sort of cater to the market that we just want kids to keep playing music.
So what made you guys want to start a retail music store?
We like other musicians, so it's a cool place to hang around. And Bill actually had a music store before he started even the drum case factory back in Kamloops, BC. He had a music store in mid-70s. Before he started anything. And so I think it's always been in his heart to be sitting down in a music store for the rest of his life, which I don't blame him. It's a good place to be.
Do you guys offer repairs?
We do offer repairs. Okay, so if your guitar is haggard, falling apart, and is unplayable, bring it to Nomad because we will try to make it less haggard, more playable, and repaired.
That includes restringing.
Yes, restringing or
setting up the action.
Even if you just want guitar player advice from musicians that have been playing it forever, anyone is welcome at our store. There's not enough positivity with music.
I don't mean to be corny, but if you hit the like, smash the bell, and subscribe, so you can see more videos, so you can watch videos of us, after we make them.
Do you have a favorite type of customer?
The ones that buy stuff. The ones that buy stuff are always my favorite. I do have a favorite one.
Okay,
my favorite one is the one that just is driving by and they come in, they have no idea what they're getting themselves into, and they leave loving this place and thinking they found a gem. That's my favorite type of customer because they come. It's shocking how that happens. I think because we're on a road that's more of people just use it to get from one place to another. So sometimes a record in the window catches their eye and they walk in expecting it to be a not fun or an antique store or whatever, and they're just blown away by the cool factor and the fun factor that's going on here. That's favorite customer. I know it's in a dirty area and doesn't look like much. When you see something like this come into the store, this is from 1962, and it is just so amazing that I don't even want to sell it. So that's one of the other benefits of having the store, I guess.
That's a keeper.
Yeah, you know when a keeper comes in.
Gonna offer lessons.
Yeah, we could definitely offer some lessons. I used to do lessons in the past and got away from it, but there's a need for it in our area for sure.
Jonocasters.
Yes, sir.
Is it true that you are the co-inventor of the longest Stratocaster?
That is a fact.
Can you show us?
I can show you. Okay, this here is the world's longest Stratocaster. And we're over here, by the way, in the filming sort of corner, and it's a little insane. So this is one of the other things we do in the building is just make weird guitar inventions that end up on YouTube. So this is a pretty extreme one. And this is also extreme. So that is off of a Cavalier, but it's a playable guitar.
There is video of me playing that on YouTube.
There is video of him playing it and tuning it too.
And Stevie T.
And Stevie T. There's some other weird stuff.
Sunglasses bass.
Sunglasses.
You can't forget about Sunglasses bass.
One that's often forgot about is this ukulele up that lines the ceiling.
Oh, right. The world's longest ukulele. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so this would be like, because we make videos for the YouTube and whatnot, sort of my collector's corner, so to speak. This one was quite a good invention at the time. It's a bass guitar, but it's also a paddle. And then beyond here, some other beauties here. This was used for a video on Steve's channel for how many guitar strings does it take to tow a car for Ernie Ball. So this was the back trailer hitch. And that's one bass string. This is the bass string that broke. You can actually tow one guitar, or you can tow a car with one bass string. So it's possible. More guitar strings.
It's pretty handy.
Yes, it is pretty handy. I'm dropping stuff. But look at this. I had to get back in here. This is also a thing. So this was a bass made out of a shovel, also for YouTube. So, and almost actually every one of the things that you see on the wall has been in a video of some sort. Like even this, that was used for a video, had real pickups in it. And my own personal biggest video I have on YouTube is, believe it or not, that thing right there. It's just putting a real pickup into a dollar store miniature guitar and rocking out on it. So all the inventions sort of, barbecue scraper, ukulele / barbecue scraper, also from Dollarama. Beautiful. And the list goes on. Fence post. This was a fence post. I sawed in half to take on Post Malone. It's a fence Post Malone guitar. And what else we got here that's cool? Okay. This is a sign I picked up at the dollar store because I love it because it's spelt wrong. It says Scene Defector.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
So this is a one-off. It's probably worth millions.
Might be.
Millions. So that's the most valuable thing I own.
Probably. It's up there.
And yeah, here's some other swag from my other old TikTok character, Budget MGK. So I just kind of keep it there as a reference to where you started when you're making these videos. And here's another drum case, you know, the old drum case factory.
Is it true that you stole Billy Joel's chicken wings once?
Fact. I stole Billy Joel's chicken wings when I was like 10 years old. My dad brought me to meet him, and the food is the best thing I can really remember about it. Was just stealing his chicken wings. And then, side note, my sister was taking piano lessons at the time, and she got yelled at for playing Billy Joel's piano.
Oh, wow.
We were just little kids, and she went on the stage there, and then a dude named Chainsaw yelled at her. He had a name tag, Chainsaw, but he was a super nice guy. But when you're a little kid and a guy named Chainsaw yells at you, it's scary.
Hey, now I'm here with Mr. Bill Filek. I've known you since
Forever.
1995.
Yeah,
And
that's
I don't feel like doing the math on that.
no. It's more than a week. We know that. It's been forever.
So is it safe to say pretty much all of your life you have in some form been in the music business?
Yes, it is very, very safe to say. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, a typical day here, basically now with everybody buying in the internet and things, end up doing string changes all day, tweaking people's guitars that they bought on Amazon that don't work, and just keeping everybody going.
Nice.
That's my job. Oh, what do we have?
From England.
From England.
Packages from England. There's never a dull moment at Nomad.
There we go. Another guitar part. Somebody's guitar is going to be working again.
Very nice.
Where Amazon doesn't do that for you.
Very nice.
But I do, just because I'm too stupid, don't have anything else to do. So track down the parts and get them in and get the guys' guitars working again.
So I know you mentioned that some of the challenges of modern day competing with Amazon and competing with online retailers. Are there?
I think.
Do you see any advantages to the modern day of musicians?
I don't see any advantages.
Do you see influx of musicians lately?
No, actually, there's not an increase in people playing. As you notice, the number of music stores are dropping like flies. They're closing down. So everybody sort of fits into their little corner of doing whatever they can do, just to make it work for them. For us, it's string changes and just keeping all the customers going, keeping them happy. A lot of the student business, trying to find good value with used guitars, and a lot of them we even find at Kijiji, just because people buy them, they don't want them, they don't know what to do with them, and they're good guitars, and we fix them up and make them good for kids.
Is it safe to say the Squier Stratocaster is still the number one selling guitar?
That's the number one selling guitar. Yes, it is.
They're great guitars.
Great guitars are not a lot of money, and if the kid doesn't like it, you got something to sell.
Is it true you were also a musician back in the day?
I was, but I was in the very lucky time when basically it was all rock concerts and outdoor concerts, and yeah, it was crazy.
Do you remember how much money you would get paid per gig?
We got a lot. Back in the old days, we actually got $300. But what's stupid about that, a lot of bands now are only getting $300.
I'm so lucky if I get... John, did we make $300 at one show this year?
Each?
Yeah. And Bill, I'd like to thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us.
No problem. I get to see what these people want.
Very easy to get a hold of Nomad if you've got any questions about any gear, equipment, repairs, sales. I'd like to thank John as well.
Well, that wraps up another exciting episode of Talk of the Town. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please share, subscribe, and smash that like button. If you have an idea for a Talk of the Town episode, send your submission to the email address below. For Roy's Studio Adventures, I'm Chris Hall. Thanks for watching.